And today I want to share with you the exact steps to really harnessing and grabbing the power of your subconscious to help you get your goals sooner. Grab a pen, this is going to be juicy. You have to understand that reality here in life is governed by a certain set of principles. And this is going to help you. So a principle is kind of like, the law of gravity. Here in this world, we are governed by the law of gravity. If you jump off the roof, you're going down. Nobody questions this. Well, it's the same thing with your subconscious mind. The principle that governs reality in this world is that whatever is inside your subconscious mind must express itself. Whatever is in your subconscious mind must express itself. So if you're looking for more money, if you're looking for more persuasive, ability, if you're looking for fame, if you want to have a business, if you want to attract, your mate, if you want to become a rock star salesperson, you must have a belief about yourself that your subconscious mind accepts. So that's the first key. It's not about learning new skills. It's about learning how to impress your subconscious mind with a new belief. So key number one is whatever is in the subconscious must express. It's not something that only works for those people, right? It's not only working for successful entrepreneurs or beautiful women. It runs life here. So that means that whatever is in your bank account or not in your bank account is up to you to change. Cool. That puts you in a place of empowerment. Second key is your mind is kind of like an oven. Okay, whatever you put in the oven, you get baked out. So if you want to have apple pie, right, but you're cooking, you got a roast beef in your oven, you've got to take out the roast beef and put in an apple pie. The mind doesn't care. The oven doesn't care if you want apple pie, roast beef, watermelon, quiche. Doesn't give a shit, doesn't care. Right? The problem is most people have no idea what's cooking inside their mind, in their oven. They have no idea that they have a mindset that says it's only safe for me to have $50,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, or minus $50,000 a year, or $500,000 a year, right? That could be a limitation for some people. So the key is to uncover what do you have in the mind. That's the problem. Most people have never been taught how to open up the mind or open up the oven door and find out what's inside. If you want to have a new reality baked out, you got to put in new beliefs. So that's the second principle. The second key is that your mind is like an oven. You want something new, you got to put something new in. Now, the good news is most people think that they have to be some extraordinary expert or do something fantastic or be worthy and deserving of success to build a successful online business. And that's not the truth. The truth is you just need to have the right beliefs. So the question becomes, well, how do I harness that power? We're going to get into that here in just a minute. I'm going to give you some action steps, 3 of the best ways to, induce new beliefs into your subconscious mind. So how do you do that, right? How does it really work? So we deal with new entrepreneurs in our 8-week bootcamp, and we very much focus on this. This is why I believe we get such great results with our clients, is because we work on mindset. If you don't work on these concepts of yourself as a business owner, you'll just take course after course after course after course, and either you never finish them, it doesn't work out for you because you have some kind of belief about yourself that's limiting you or that's not allowing you to take it all the way and put it into action. Here's how you actually make a new belief: through repetition, through repetition, through repetition. Doesn't matter how old you are, how much money you have in your bank now, if you've failed before, if you've been bankrupt before, like I have. My first business blew up in smoke, declared bankruptcy in 2006. Last year, my coaching business did a $1.6 million. Good thing I never gave up, right? So it doesn't matter what happened in the past. What matters is that where you are now today, you make a decision that you're going to have a different reality. And then through repetition, you impregnate into the subconscious. It's repetition. If somebody told me 10 years ago or 20 years ago when I was in college that all I had to do was repeat to myself a few times a day these affirmations, I would be rich and successful and married to an amazing man, I would have done it 20 years ago. I would have been successful a long time ago. I wouldn't have wasted so much time. One of the tricks that we teach our clients is using affirmations, but special affirmations that are formed in the present tense. So for example, my favorite affirmations, I've got 2 for you. So write these down. These are solid gold. The first one is I am ... I am totally worthy and deserving of extreme wealth, joy, and romance. That one helped me quadruple my income and attract my husband. I am totally worthy and deserving of extreme wealth, joy, and romance. I am a phenomenal rock star salesperson. I'm an amazing leader. I'm always making the best decisions for me, my family, my friends, and my business. It's a present tense affirmation that is stated in the now. I have it now. But you say, oh my God, that's not true, Vanessa. Wait a minute, that's a total lie. Who cares? When you assume the wish fulfilled, when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and you act from there, all right, when that's your norm, you're gonna kick in the law of attraction and that's what's gonna show up. You create a new concept of yourself as a rock star salesperson and you show up and do the part, okay? So the other affirmation that I really like to use, so affirmations in the present tense, anything you put after the word I am, you vibrate as, you become, and that kicks off the law of attraction. That's the first one, I am. The second affirmation that I really like is, it's okay for me. It's okay for me to have massive abundance. It's okay for me to be really, really successful. It's okay for me to be a rock star coach and get amazing results for my clients. It's okay for me to be famous. It's okay for me to have $100,000 a month and more. It's okay for me. I did this. I took my income from, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 a month with these affirmations that I'm sharing with you right now. Now, the reason it's okay for me affirmations work really well is because, again, if we take this principle that whatever's in your subconscious mind, whatever's in your oven must express itself. This is not something that Vanessa Simpkins made up. This is a law, okay? This is a law that governs reality. You can ask Napoleon Hill, you can ask some of the best physicists and scientists of our time. So if you're following that and you don't have the money that you want in your bank account, or your business is not where you want it to be, even though you're working hard and you're doing all the right things, there's something that's misaligned in here. So you kind of have to be a detective and work backwards and find out, well, what is it? And most people, they don't know. They don't know how to find those misaligned beliefs. We go into that in much greater detail in my program, the 10K and 30-day mastermind. But for today, what I want to share with you is that you don't need to find out exactly what it is. You can just wipe the whole negative belief right off the table by saying, it's okay for me. That's a new decision, right? Your reality is created by your decisions. Problem is, most people don't make a damn decision. They procrastinate making a decision so nothing changes, or they think that their problems are bigger than them, in which case they have decided that they are hopeless and cannot change. So make a decision. New decision, it's okay for me to be really freaking stinking rich and happy. If you want to make that decision. Or it's okay for me to have all the success that I want now. It's okay for this to be easy. It's okay for me to get all my needs met. It's okay for me to, really rock out my webinar or whatever part of your business that you're working on. Make that new concept of yourself. So again, we're talking about the 3 ways to impregnate your subconscious. Number 1 is through repetition, using affirmations that are stated in the present tense. I have it now. I am this now. It's okay for me. And you want to use, 3 to 5 of those that you'll work on at a time. So go ahead, comment below this video and let me know what new I am affirmations, or it's okay for me to have affirmations, that you're going to begin installing into your mind today. Listen, guys, go ahead and type this down. Like, seriously, write the comments down. I want to know, and I'm going to share with you a little story while you're doing that. I quadrupled my income. I had a, coaching income, $100,000 a year for a couple of years. Quadrupled that every year, 4 years in a row. Manifested my husband last year, made over $1.6 million in sales, and spent $80,000 on a kick-ass wedding, flew my family down there, had an amazing time, all by using these affirmations. And I grew my team from 2 people to 20 people in a span of 12 months, all by harnessing the power of my subconscious mind. Now we teach our clients how to do the same thing. So what affirmations are you installing? The second part of this is visualization. So first key is repetition. How many times do you say this out loud to yourself every day, all day long? If you have to get your iPhone and put a timer for every couple of hours that you read these affirmations, will you do it? If I promised you could have millions of dollars in a successful business, would you do it? You damn right you do it. So repetition. The second key is through visualization. So there's a specific sequence to visualizing. All of the most famous and successful Olympic athletes use this. Well, entrepreneur in my book it's a full-on contact sport, entrepreneurship. So you've got to behave like an Olympian to really win at this game. So here's how you use visualization. You want to create a 30-second clip, okay? A 30-second clip of you already having the success that you want. So for me, for example, I'm gonna buy a house in Hawaii. I'm buying this house in Hawaii. It's an outrageous, over-the-top, multi-million-dollar property. It's a big, hairy goal. But if I get that goal, it means that all of my smaller goals and everything that I want my team to accomplish must all have already happened. So my 30-second visualization is me living in the house with the kids. They jump out of the pool, they're all wet, they come squeaking around the corner, right? Oh my God, this is so much fun. And look at this avocado, it's the size of my head. And I'm feeling the sun on me. I'm feeling the wind in Hawaii. It sounds like all the rustles of the trees. And my husband's there and he's like, oh my God, honey. And he puts his hand on oh my God, honey, what an amazing house. Well done. This was such a big project. Well done. So I'm gonna give you guys a tip. In your 30-second visualization of you living the wish fulfilled right now, present tense, 30-second clip. Don't make this go on for, and then I went over here, squirrel! And that's how you lose focus and you lose the power of your subconscious. So a 30-second clip where somebody who loves you puts their hand on you, touches you and says, great job, I'm so proud of you. Oh, wow, this is amazing. Why? Because your subconscious is impregnated with feeling. It's a feeling, right? And when you know this person, your parents, your kids, your husband, your wife comes and puts their hand on you and says, well done, this is gonna ignite this emotion in you. And your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between an imagination and reality. And it gets impregnated with feeling, right? So that's a way to, pull out this feeling from you. And so you watch the clip, rewind, kids jump out of the pool, they're soaking wet, they're flying across the floor. Oh my God, look at this big avocado. And, husband passes me and says, great job. And I feel the wind and, the beautiful air and the sunlight on me. Kids jump out of the pool. Repeat, rinse, repeat, 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 playback, rewind. That's how it's done. And eventually you're gonna get to a place where you're like, this feels okay. Yeah, I can have this. Yeah, this feels really good. It's not gonna feel like such a stretch. It's through repetition, it will become normal. So I wanna know, comment below, what does your 30-second clip look like of you having that goal? So your business works, so what? I ask this question all the time, right? So what? You're making your $10,000 a month as an online coach. So what? What's it for? Do you pay off your house? Do you buy a new house? Do you go on vacation? What do you do? Do you grab your laptop and travel? Do you take your kids to Disneyland? What's the end goal? You need to get a clear 30-second clip of that. So comment below. I want to know, what's your 30-second clip? And the third key, finally, is you need to do this kind of work when your subconscious mind is open. Okay, so there are certain times of the day when your mind is open to receiving. And it's kind of like the key that there's like a lock on the oven, and you can only open the door when the lock is not tight. And so your mind, your conscious mind rules your everyday, and your subconscious comes, is more active at night when you're asleep. So the best time to install these affirmations are right when you're waking up, right before you get out of bed. You're like, you've got your eyes are still closed, but you're hearing the little birds outside. Or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, and you go back to bed, and boom, you start your affirmations. I'm a winner. I love myself. I believe in myself. I'm a rock star. It's okay for me to have everything that I want. I'm totally worthy and deserving of extreme wealth, joy, and romance. Repeat, hit, rinse, repeat, repeat, repeat. Start the movie. Let that go for a while. Repeat, repeat. Listen, you guys can think this is crazy, or you can be fucking rich. Take your pick. Take your freaking pick, right? I'd rather be called freaking crazy and be rich than be bumbling around, looking great and not having, my goals.